Oh. Pass the hat, bitch, go fund McQueen. Main character screaming, look at me. Fake ass crisis, cash app clean. Turn trauma into profit, call it destiny. Everybody's evil, everybody's mean, but somehow you're broke with a brand new screen. Cry online, beg like it's charity. Circus act funded by stupidity. Ladies and gentlemen, step right up, I am your ringmaster. Just fucking peaches. Hold your applause, guys, I know you love me. Welcome to Clown Car Pilot, where ego wears makeup and lies get dressed, and narcissists scream oppression for tips and checks. Cue the circus music, hit that beat bounce. That's the sound of bullshit making the rounds, round and round in a closed loop scam. Same fake beef, tiffing Instagram. Creator A cries, Creator B reacts, Creator C swears they got the facts. Creator D hosts a panel like court. Zero evidence, all vibes, full snort. Followers picking sides like team jerseys, fighting strangers for people who never learned boundaries. You think this is real, organic, deep. Sorry y'all, it's a hustle running on sleep deprivation and receipts. Nobody logs off, nobody walks away, because silence doesn't pay and drama is rent money. So they invent enemies out of thin air, then act shocked when people fucking stare. Main character syndrome, untreated and loud. Every thought a prophecy, every feeling a crowd. If attention were oxygen, they'd hyperventilate, then blame the internet for their mental state. We were trained for this. Don't act surprised, superheroes, princesses, idolize cool kids, captains, crowns and fame. Now it's live stream pity parties with a payment link attached to the pain. Aye. Some creators are solid, real ones exist, but the bad ones are predators hiding in myths. Ticket scalpers outside a sold out show, selling bullshit seats to people who don't know. Canal Street knockoffs, trench coat scams, psychic hotlines with TikTok cams, arming scammers with merch drops, bankrupting grandmas while they cry on docks. And when ad money isn't enough to feed the beast, they hit fund him like it's a fucking IV. Emergency after emergency after emergency again. Funny how disaster follows the same 10 friends. It's never enough, it's never done. Greed doesn't retire, it just asks for more fun. More tears, more threats, more fake ass fear, more someone's after me every quarter of the year. How I yelling, why are you obsessed with me? While refreshing stats like it's oxygen therapy. So step right up, enjoy the show. Laugh at the clowns who refuse to grow. Knew the truth is boring and doesn't trend, but logging the fuck off would end it. Circus lights dim, I tip my hat. No lions, no tigers, just egos on crack. Show's over, spell is gone. No donation button, no swan song. Just log the fuck off. You are watching the Grifty Circus news broadcast. Gather round, my precious little darlings. Drop your trousers and lower your expectations, because Auntie Peaches is here to perform a little emergency surgery on this absolute dumpster fire of a community. Now, I am fully aware that a few fragile, terminally online Karen suburbanites are about to have their digital panties twisted into a knot so tight it'll stop their blood flow. To them I say, that's fucking unfortunate. But I have a reputation to protect, and I have always served the raw, unwashed truth in this theater, and that's why people buy the tickets. I have an obligation to keep it real at this point. So let's skip the foreplay and pull back the curtain on today's main attraction, Audacious Audrey. Holy fucking shit, that name is so on point. What are we talking about specifically? Her GoFundMe and my deeply cynical, highly televised review of it. Honestly, watching her lately gives me the kind of secondhand embarrassment that makes your skin turn inside out. It's socially clunky. It's intellectually offensive. I wanted to ignore it. I really did. but because the collective IQ of this room is evaporating faster than spit on a hot fucking radiator. The sheer velocity of the stupidity demands my intervention. Let's start with the opening number. The Brie Baby birthday meth party. Arrest. My position on this remains completely unchanged. I thoroughly, unapologetically loved watching Audrey weaponize Brie's arrest records. Watching that miserable, self-righteous bulldog swamp dweller get a taste of her own psychological medicine was pure, unadulterated dopamine. It was beautiful. I actually enjoyed that more than I should have. Oh well. Now Brie loves to slide onto the stage like a greasy eel, crying that she never ducked, never bullied, never contacted anyone's family. Girl, what? Does she know we can see her? Ridiculous. We would be sitting here until the next decade if I had to catalog every single time Shiana and Brie viciously overstepped the boundaries of human decency just to defend Princess Pity Party. That glorious arrest record proved to the high heavens and lower hells that I didn't just invent that woman's chemical addiction for the sake of views. I had the diagnosis. The universe just provided the receipt. Brie was humiliated, and the entire community instantly wrapped Audrey in a big, protective, parasocial bear hug. I even felt a little bad for her myself. But then, right on cue, the subterranean bottom feeders crawled out of the floorboards. Becca and Keish scurried onto TikTok live like two cockroaches fighting over a crumbled cookie in the dark, vomiting their garbage opinions about Audrey. I made a few videos to swat those flies away. But what does Audrey do? She lost my respect, that's what she did. This woman jumps right onto a live panel with the exact same parasites who just defamed her. And suddenly, everything is washed away in a flood of fake, tearful apologies. It left a rancid, metallic taste in my mouth. It was a masterclass sketchy behavior. I logged it away in my internal hard drive under utter disappointment and kept on stepping. You see, the thing is, I've seen this before. And when creators are suddenly on every TikTok panel all of the sudden, and at the center of melodrama after melodrama, that's when you know they are high on their own damn supply. I swear, those TikTok panels are nothing but trouble. A perfectly likable person makes themselves a permanent panel ornament, and it just clouds that better judgment. It's very cult-like. The people all say they like to think for themselves, but I will warn you, you better not go thinking for yourself around that bunch. They will go on a campaign to burn you at the fucking stake. All right, darlings, that's all for this one. Next, we will move on to how she royally fucked into the weeds over something that I found personally execrably deplorable. Okay, guys. Next in this low-budget saga, we get the Into the Weeds broadcasts. Specifically, Amber on a video that caught my immediate attention based solely off the look on her face in the thumbnail. Watching Amber in that video was like watching a birthday balloon slowly deflate into a sad, wrinkly piece of rubber. I recognize that vacant, dead-eyed stare instantly. It's the exact moment a content creator realizes their digital friends aren't justice seekers. They're just coin collecting, attention-starved digital prostitutes tossing their dignity into the gutter for a handful of super chats. It's the tragic realization that the anti-side of this community isn't some noble rebellion. It's just a rival cult wearing a different color lipstick. Truth isn't currency here. Algorithmic tribalism is if you don't bow down to the community's favorite sacred cows. Their weaponized legion of brain-dead circus. I mistakenly thought Audrey was an intellectual peer. I assumed her sharp investigatory skills and lethal snark meant she was too smart to fall for the mutual masterclass of circle jerk creators. God, I hate being proven wrong by the sheer majestic velocity of human stupidity. It happens every damn time, though, without fail. It's depressing, honestly. Enter Ashley Suist or Ashley with the timeline. Not to be confused with Ashley Baby, who I seem to be of much higher character. Timeline Ashley, however, is the human manifestation of attention migraine who materialized out of thin air just to make Audrey look egotistical and petty as hell. Urshley is a chaotic, parasitic antagonist. She started chat hopping, panel hopping on a mission to destroy poor sweet Amber. This bitch was drawing labyrinthine timelines about events that mattered to absolutely nobody on God's green earth except Audrey. And she marketed these useless flowcharts like they were the blueprints to the Ark of the Covenant. Worse yet, this manipulative little cunt convinced Audrey. And into the weeds was Audrey Little Frodo from Reddit. Because Audrey and Frodo were locked in a fierce, terminally online blood feud. Audrey completely detonated her friendship with Into the Weeds. It was a staggering display of weaponized idiocy. Into the weeds, they're absolutely nothing to deserve that assassination. They got the FOIAs, they published the raw data, and they literally shared their subscribers with Audrey's, feeding her their audience and vice versa. And Audrey cannibalized them based on the unverified schizophrenia of a timeline weaving cairn. They all scream about justice, yet ran off the only credible creator with actual evidence to appease a Reddit vendetta that I personally wouldn't waste a single calorie caring about. And did it stop there? Fuck no, it didn't.
And Sheena are very upset about this, which I don't understand. I don't think it's anybody's business. If people want to donate, let them donate.
I was getting ready to say, because it's my money. Why do they care if I donate it or not?
Exactly.
Or who I donate it to?
Well,
Why are they pocket watching so hard?
Yeah, I was about to say,
always pocket
my
watch.
wallet.
I don't understand those women, and I don't get it. I don't understand how they could sit there and listen to this man talk like that about women.
Right, he said he had evidence or whatever he was saying. But like, I don't get it.
Where'd you go, man?
Key, you gotta block that Addie from the chat. Addie is a little kid in the chat. Oh, you did?
She's still here.
Oh, she's still here?
She might be gone now.
Okay.
I don't understand. Like I said, to me, Audrey is just like, I mean, whether it's going and watching a show or, you know, just like Key, anybody that I give coins to or give, you know, gifts to, I am not going to me, I'm paying them for their service, whether it's holding the panel, enjoying myself, enjoying the live, you know, clapping.
It's nobody's business. It's nobody's business.
Exactly.
Well,
it's
I
my
saw
money.
that live that Audrey held, guys, and she was just venting, saying how this was a tragic situation. And people suggested to her in the comments, like, we can help you. Make a GoFundMe. That's what happened.
Absolutely.
Yeah, people want to help. That's their prerogative. But you got
Exactly, Cooks.
Sheena, and Bree, and all these people, and Gypsy, for
I
some
don't know why
reason,
they're so
are
obsessed with
twisted
Audrey.
over it.
But they're
What's
friends
the
with the
black
person that tried to get them. Anyway.
So obsessed
I
with
know.
messing
I know.
over Audrey's, life. Like, I
Guys,
don't
Mimi
get it.
is trying to come up.
I'll drop. I just wanted to pop in and say hey and put my penny and a half in. I ain't even got 2 cents,
Yeah.
but
I love you, Steph.
love you.
I hope
Love
everything is
her.
okay.
Vibes too.
I'm great. I'm
I'm
great.
really sorry about what.
I'm glad.
Oh, sweetheart, I'm great. I hope she didn't get under your skin too bad.
That shit bothers me, man.
And that's what it is, because Audrey puts out videos that in fact expose Gypsy's lies. It literally does. And that's why they're so twisted. It's not that she's making fun of Gypsy's dancing or anything. It's facts.
Mimi,
This
are you
girl
okay?
has lied
Is
to the
Audrey okay?
It sounds like Morbid crossed a really bad line today on his YouTube.
What was the line?
He just crossed a line. He went too far on YouTube tonight.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's it.
Oh, yeah, I was there.
I wasn't there, guys. I was at work. I don't know what happened.
I didn't see it for myself, but I think it's fair to say that he went way too far tonight.
He did.
I wonder
I
if
saw some of it.
he'll learn.
And I wonder how this is
No,
going to
he
be
won't.
painted. Is Gypsy still going to be wearing that cheerleading?
The girl that was talking about how she was in jail and her whole situation.
Say it again, Louis.
Listen, the only thing.
I was seeing.
What did you say, Louis?
He was just sitting there talking about how her whole jail experience went, and
Yeah, that was on her
Gypsy?
little podcast thing she
You know-
uploaded. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Gypsy Rose Blanchard. She is a young woman. She's 34 or something like that. I don't know. And she had her mom brutally unalived.
She used an autistic man to unalive her mother.
Yeah, she
That's what
handed
she
him the
did.
weapon. She stole the weapon, handed him the weapon, paid for him to get there. And now she's like online a lot and people have a problem with it. But my take is you can't really get her off. Like,
Here's the thing, what I've been trying to tell people, you got to stop fighting with her cult. Number one. Number two, you want to hurt Gypsy? Hit her in the pocket. Make sure you go after her sponsors and her guests. You don't bother
don't
getting
have
her
no
offline because
sponsors,
you won't be
Cooks.
able to. Exactly.
nobody
she
wants to
doesn't.
sponsor.
that's not
She
what I
doesn't
heard.
have any sponsors. Who's ever, I don't know who's sponsoring this podcast. According to her, she's working with a production company. What production company? Lifetime? What? Because that's what you got to go after. Not her. You got to hit her in the wallet. That's the only thing that's going to hurt her.
I agree
Okay.
with Cooks. The only
These
thing that's
personal
gonna
attacks, these personal attacks and fighting with her cult, it's a waste of time. It's a definition of insanity. You're expecting a different result every time you talk
What
to
I
them.
was trying to say
They're
earlier.
not going to change. Yeah.
Yes,
You
like,
know.
all this like doxing and attacking people based off their
It's what they
opinion.
want.
Everyone should be able to come up here and just speak their minds. It's
Yeah.
okay. Dude.
But I agree with Cooks. The only thing that's gonna make her make any difference is if she's not making money.
Exactly. That's the only way to hurt her at this point.
Well,
but when
I
you're
mean,
sitting
we're
there
doing a
fighting
good
with
job with
Sheena,
that.
right? But when you're sitting there fighting with Sheena or with Bree or whatever, you're wasting your breath. They're not going to ever change their mind. And it's, like I said, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. They are pointless to talk to. Pointless, all of them. What you got to do is when the girl, like you guys did with the hair thing, remember you went after the company? She took that video down. Every time she does it, do the exact thing. Go after the sponsor.
Because
Time,
did
just
you
like
see
the
the thing?
dresses
I've
and
never done
everything else.
anything like that. To be clear, I've never reached out to people. I've never done anything like that.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm not saying
No, I'm
you,
just saying,
sweetheart.
like, I've never campaigned.
Did you guys see the
any of that
recent
because
one that she got pulled
I won't
off
be
of?
having time for shit, stuff like that.
She got pulled off of a very recent one. I think it was like Everly or Ever something.
Yeah. Yeah.
She
The
got
hair
pulled off of
product,
it
right?
because they didn't want to be associated with her.
Yeah. Well, listen, that's been a way for decades. A form of protest is to go after companies and shit like that. That's how you do it. You make sure that the person like her doesn't profit in any way. She wants to be online, let her knock herself out. But she's not going to sit here and start promoting products and act like everything's kumbaya. It's not going to happen in my book. I'm
interested
sorry,
in
but
Nerdy Sweetie Peachy's comment that said Gypsy is going after gamers now. I'd love them to elaborate. That's
Yeah, me
interesting
too.
because gamers are young.
oh, with the chair and the
What?
lights and
Really?
everything. Yeah, she thinks she's going to be a gamer. Good. Go on the gaming. Go on
She's
Twitch and all that.
reporting gaming
See that?
live.
Yeah. Yeah, see how fast how good that works out for her.
Guys,
the
I need
gaming
advice.
community is rough.
I need
Why is
advice.
she reporting lives though? Like, what gaming lives is she going into?
I need advice. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
What happened, Key? Hold
I
on,
need a
Key.
little bit of advice really quick. Just really quick.
What is it, Mama?
One of my girls behind the bar is trying to get an apartment, and she wants me to co-sign for her.
Okay.
What do you?
How long do you know this girl?
Like a year and a half.
No, Key. No.
Is she reliable? Do you
say
find her to
no.
be I'd be a little leery about that. Why is she asking you?
That's
But what if
family?
he said, hold on, listen. She's saying she's gonna. I don't have to pay anything. I'm just gonna sign for her
You don't have
apartment.
to pay anything, but that's your credit on the line.
Yeah, if she don't pay, then you're responsible, Key.
Right.
Wait, she wants you to sign something or just give a reference?
My own father wouldn't do
co-sign
that.
because she's in a weird situation and
No.
I don't know, honey. I'd be a little leery about that. When it comes to your name being on something, I don't know, be careful.
I get that you want to do the right thing, like you want to help someone, but no.
You can get apartments without good credit.
I remember being that young and needed a co-signer.
Yeah.
I do
know.
too.
That's why it makes me sad.
My own.
Okay, everybody, I've made it to my mother's, and this was her lovely kitchen. This was the lovely porch looking out of the kitchen. As you can see, very nice. 10 out of 10. Here are some holes. The fire department was giving her a beautiful skylight to make sure that, you know, it wasn't up in the attic too. And here's where they were trying to make sure, you know, that it wasn't electrical, even though it came from the camper next door. They still had to do their little investigation. Here is the other side of the kitchen wall. I'm making sure y'all can see this real good. Here's where they broke a window, you know, on the other side. Here is the shed that they have been staying in. There is the electrical box. Here's where they've started to pull some stuff out before it just got too hot and they went to this situation. And for everybody asking, here is Mom. Big Mom. It's okay to be overweight, Mom. I am too. Now that I have shown y'all a lot of that, I do want to show y'all what is going on. As you can see above my head here, I am banned from going live. But the people that are mad that I was able to get a little bit of help did not just stop there. They have also got my ability to respond to comments suspended. I have been working on a lot of these appeals and I have won some of them. Okay, I'm in the car. I'm going to enjoy the AC for a few minutes because it is hot. But, Mom, I want to tell you something. I told the whole internet your business, and because of that, people have helped. And from GoFundMe, I was able to raise almost $5,000. And then from, I can't say the name on here, I'll get in trouble, and they're already trying to get me in trouble. Another app, I have raised about $1,200 additional.
You didn't have to do that.
I'm not done. And then from another one, I raised about $800. And then on another one, I've raised about $300. So if you can do the math, I don't know where we're at. But we're going to figure out this situation while I'm here. And I love you.
I love you too, but you didn't have to do that.
I love you, Mom. Okay, now I'm going to do what I have to do. I can't respond to comments. I can't really do anything because they're doing everything they can to make me lose my account because they're trying to say that I'm going to ghost y'all in this situation. But I'm here and I'm going to figure it out with what we have raised so far. I love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. And to the jerk, you're really a jerk. No compassion, maybe you need the life.
Okay, we're not going to be mean because they're mean. Okay, alright. I love you guys. Bye.
I just want to update everybody real quick. I got a call this morning from my attorney's office, and they said they were going to move it from the morning to 1 o'clock. I said that's totally fine. I get another call. They tell me that the judge did not accept the 1 o'clock, and they have to move it to another day. I have waited for so long for this day. I've spent a lot of the day upset, and I definitely spent the whole drive home from work crying. Not understanding, especially not understanding the fact that my attorney has known that this court date was coming for months, and then apparently has a court date the same day at 10 a.m. So you didn't look at your schedule all the way till the day before? Don't get me started, dude. I feel like a lot of it too is like, not only do I miss my kids, and of course I want an answer, but like you spend all of this time in emotional hell of the unknown, not knowing. And especially when you went this long, you just want to know. And I found myself getting mad all over again. Can you imagine being a mom and putting your kid through this kind of emotional turmoil? I can't. Especially knowing everything that I've already went through my whole life, that you're doing that to your own kid. It's crazy. It's cruel. I've kind of reached that point where like, you just kind of feel numb. Like I can't have another emotional breakdown. And I'm trying to apply the things that I know, which are silver linings. What's the silver lining here? Maybe the judge was going to be in a bad mood tomorrow, and God knew something that I didn't know or see. And then it's all for a reason. But after so long, you just get to that point where you're like, what's the reason? Why did the wicked prosper? When's their karma coming? All I want to do is love my kids, spend time with my kids, create memories with my kids, make up for the lost memories. It's not even about her. I can't even imagine what my kids have went through, what I put them through first. And then to have that connection, that bond with your mom back, get to spend time, years with her, and to have her yanked away for nothing. And being so young and not even being able to like have your own true feelings about it, because the minute that they talk about me or say they want to see me or whatever the case may be, or want to still talk to me, you know, find a way to talk to me, and they get caught, they're getting their phone taken, they're getting their car taken. Oh, when you turn 18, you want to go see your mom? I'm not paying for college. It's all about control. It's sick, dude, and it's a lot. It's heavy stuff. And I really thought that tomorrow was going to be the day that maybe some of the heavy stuff, whether good or bad, just for a second, just an answer. Does she have standing? It's not like I'm coming in out of the blue. I built bonds with my kids I was there consistently for 4 years. I remember when I moved into my first home after I graduated sober living, I got enough rooms so they could have their own beds. I started getting them on the weekends, towns away. Then I moved home and I lived in the home with them for 7 months. Moved into my own home here in my hometown. They had their own beds, had their own rooms. I had them every weekend for 2 years, sometimes for a week at a time. And in the summers, all the time. They called me mom, took them to their soccer games, their school events, different events. I was consistent. I was stable. I gave my daughter a cell phone, and my kids would come to me crying all the time about different stuff my mom was doing. And I tried being an adult. I tried having a conversation with her time and time and time again. And every time I did, I would leave that house feeling like crap about myself, because we would never address what she was doing. We would address how ungrateful I was after everything she's ever done for me. The list of everything she's ever done for me, reminding me of everything I'd ever done in my past. And I'd be so upset that I'd just leave. And I could never try to have a conversation with her about how she treated my kids. So when my kids kept coming to me crying, I taught them she had a mental health disorder, that it was wounds within her that she had not healed, and that it had nothing to do with them. They weren't fast, they weren't worldly, they weren't all these names, they weren't stupid, they weren't slow, that it was her, but that they couldn't be disrespectful. But I didn't want them carrying that. They didn't need to carry those things and to remember. That's why she took my kids away. There's no other reason. And if we want to get really truthful about it, she took them away because my son wanted to live with me. My daughter ran away in the middle of the night to my house, and she was afraid they were going to love me more. Now she tells my kids the reason that they can't see me is because I'm a demon. Either way, I thought tomorrow was going to be some kind of answer. And I'm sure I'll be bubbly and hopeful again at some point and continue to get my fight back and pray. But tonight, I'm exhausted. And the case was closed. It went nowhere. Stop scamming. To speak so boldly on something that has been the biggest heartbreak and struggle and pain probably of my life, because you drama creators get so invested and so bored and you're so miserable in your own lives that Gypsy Rose is not enough is beyond me. When I first started making the videos asking for help because I wanted to take my parents to court, I was abundantly clear about what my situation was, that I had had my kids taken and my rights terminated, and I didn't know if I even had a chance, but that I had to try. I have kept everybody in the loop, and everyone was so encouraging, telling me to fight and try. And it's not over. I have waited since October. It has been an excruciating waiting process. I have also kept everybody updated that we are trying to find a way that I have standing in the courts because of my rights being terminated. I have always been completely transparent about that, and that is the first thing we are doing in court before I can figure out if I can have visitation. The minute that I found out that my attorney had to move my court case, I was completely transparent about that as well, which is where this document comes from. This matter was scheduled on June 4th on respondent's motion to dismiss. Prior to the hearing, petitioner filed a dismissal without prejudice. The dismissal without prejudice was based upon the petitioner's belief that the matter would proceed on the hearing on June 4th in petitioner's absence. Petitioner filed the dismissal without prejudice in an effort to avoid an adverse ruling in her absence, with the understanding that the matter would otherwise proceed as scheduled. On June 4th, 2026, a court granted petitioner's pending motion to continuance and continued the matter to August 4th, 2026. Petitioner desires to continue prosecuting her claims and requests to leave and withdraw previously filed dismissal without prejudice. No party will suffer prejudice if the motion with prejudice is withdrawn, which means it's being continued. You can look me up on CaseNet. Yes, my parents are fighting me, as as I have said they would the entire time. And that is painful enough to know that your own mother would fight you for the visitation rights to your children that she allowed you to build a bond and a relationship with for 5 years. Psycho piece of craps. Everybody knows that I am going up against basically Goliath. Everybody knew that I was an addiction and had my rights taken. So go meddle in somebody else's life. It's so freaking sad that you guys, just because, are you bored? Conspiracies just because you want to? And I was fully aware of this because Dottie sent me what you guys were trying to do, and I said I wasn't really worried about it. Because I know that I have integrity and I did exactly what I said I was going to do, and it's still happening and I'm still fighting. But I'm making this video to make sure that you know, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. One time, and then you can run your stupid conspiracy bored little pathetic life mouth all you want to.
If you got hit, even as a
Oh, coach, and I'm like, gee, there's a lot of people commenting. How does he see my comment? Does he have an alert or something if I comment?
I think
That
he
was
looks
weird.
at all
Like-
the comments. Trust me.
Oh, yeah. There was a lot of people in there telling him off, calling him a loser and shit. So
I thought
I was
about
just
it.
surprised he had.
I thought about it.
I think
And
he's
then
starting to really feel it.
My favorite part was Rachel in there losing her shit on me. And I'm like, girl, I
love it.
I was
I love
laughing
it.
my ass off. Then I went on Key's Live, and we were laughing our asses off in Key's Live, though. It was very late.
Key's Live yesterday was insane with that woman on there.
Cherish.
When I was up there, they were talking about Candace Owens. I left to go scroll for like 5 minutes. I came back and Key was shut down.
It's because
Summer.
it's because
Was that
everybody
because
left.
of Cherish? And was it
Yes,
because
Cherish, telling me how American.
Oh God!
how
And then she
Americans
came
get
in
lab
Mimi's
results.
live, and we had to kick her out, man.
Yeah, it was too much.
Everybody
She
left
was ganging up
because-
on what's it that I forget the gentleman's name. Sam. She was ganging up on Sam.
Everybody
she was
left because-
interrupting on Key's Live. She was interrupting everybody and talking over them.
She does
So
that.
when I
yeah.
went up there, and I went, Cherish, do me a favor, be quiet right now because I want to say something. Right in the middle of me saying the first sentence, she interrupted me. I went, that's it. I'm fucking out of here. I
That's
couldn't
rude.
listen.
I don't know if you saw it,
Yeah.
Cooks, but down in the chat, I was like, I don't even think Cooks is going to shut this one off.
I tried.
I was like, this freaking, I lost my shit and I left.
I couldn't get a
Get
word
the
in
hell
edgewise.
out of here with this. It was crazy, girl, right?
Yeah,
it was
no, I
insane.
even tried.
Yeah, and then when
like-
she told Amy, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I liked her at
About the
first, and
Irish
then I was
people.
like,
I'm
well,
Irish. Don't go after Amy, bitch. You know?
They got mad hate for me over at Morbid's. I was dying laughing at Rachel, though. I hate Cooks forever. And I'm like, girl, you
So,
think
I mean,
about
I guess
me
the
way
gaggle
too
was
much.
out with Sheena last night. I mean, it is Gay
I
Pride
don't
weekend here in
know.
New Orleans, so.
Is she in New Orleans?
She's here,
Yeah.
yeah, I think.
Yeah, she's there.
Well,
She was getting
hide
her
your children,
tattoo that she
hide your
grifted for.
wives. Oh yeah, that tattoo. What was that about?
What tattoo
What
did she
tattoo?
get? Do you know?
Did you get a tattoo that says?
FBI.
I know, no,
She
it
got
wasn't
that
FBI.
before.
It comes from a song. It comes from a song. So long and goodbye. Some shit.
Oh God! I thought
Like
she
what
would have got
Mimi
a
said.
skull or something for Morbid.
I'm gonna go.
Wait, she went to Bobby's last night?
Yeah,
I
I,
don't know.
believe so.
I know.
Yesterday,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, good for her. You know.
Big
Hold on.
If you want an
Yes.
infection, then good for you.
She
Yeah.
got a tattoo that says FBI. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yes,
has one
she
on
does.
her arm,
Yeah.
along with a fleur de lis for New Orleans.
Oh,
burping like
God.
crazy.
And she's from Tennessee. Yeah, way to go, Sheena.
Right. I'm surprised she didn't get "I love Gypsy" on the top of her head.
Right,
Oh, I'm sure
exactly.
she has that somewhere. That's probably on,
I bet
in the
she's got
precinct of the
Gypsy's pay pig from
JJ.
prison
That's
on her
the
tattooed as well.
that's his
Somebody
grandson.
said the other day that she was the goddess pay pig.
That was me. I truly believe
That was
she's
you.
the goddess pay
That's
pig.
you. That was it. It always makes me laugh.
Where else did she come from? She came out of
Oh
nowhere.
God.
She came out of
That's
nowhere
funny.
is right.
And it makes
I
total
love
sense
Gypsy
as
as a
hard as she goes
grandson.
for the goddess. Yeah.
The best
Okay,
part,
but Morbid talking to himself for 3 hours. I was like,
So
bro,
boring.
oh my
Cooks,
God.
he didn't have
Yeah.
a
It was
panel or
so
anything?
weird.
I don't think he
Nothing, bro.
did.
Just
Not that I
talking
saw.
to himself for 3 hours. And then we got Gypsy over here talking about herself to herself while she films herself for 40 minutes. And I'm like, girl,
Gosh.
how much can you freaking talk about yourself? 40 minutes talking about herself.
And there's 4 parts of this. There's 3 more to
4
come.
parts. Shut the front door. 4 parts?
The beginning,
I
the middle,
can't.
my
I
arrival,
can't.
and the end. Whatever. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Stop.
I already know who her guest is going to be. There's Candy, Kitty, Demonia, Ruby.
Me, myself,
Well, she
and I.
started Slayer. She's doing her first 4 episodes about herself.
Oh God, please.
The lies. I
and
can't
I'm
wait
gonna
to hear the
repeat it.
lies.
This is what I wanted to say at Keys Live, and I'm going to repeat it here. The only way to get back at this girl is to go after her sponsors, to comment as much as you can to any of the guests that she has. There's no way you're going to get her offline, but you could hit her in the wallet. You
Well, that's
understand
like
what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say?
I do. Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
reported her to that new one she
Yep.
did. It was like Everly or whatever.
And it worked. And it worked.
Right.
Pennies add up.
Thank you, Danny. I love
That's
it.
the best way to do it, because you're not going to get that. No, I want to say the word, but I won't. You're not going to get
And
it
YouTube
offline.
is a different beast, right?
Yeah.
YouTube, it's hard to hold people over there
Oh,
and
people were talking about it.
retain them. It's hard to retain the followers to
People
keep
were
them
talking about
coming
it on
back.
Keys Live last night about like, oh, she should get offline, et cetera, et cetera. Even if we believe that, it doesn't mean it's going to happen. It's exactly like what Cooks was saying. Like, you
Yeah.
might not be able to get her offline, but you can hurt her where it matters, right?
Where it matters, in the wallet.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, as much as Morbid says, oh, you're calling up businesses, that has always been a form of protest, is going after businesses and shit. So don't let that stop you. Don't let that man make you
No.
think you're doing anything wrong, because
Right.
Yes, I'm gonna add to that. Good morning, beautiful ladies.
Hello,
Good morning,
Steph.
Steph.
I'm
morning,
gonna add to what-
Kenny, is Madison. Madison, get the hell out of here. Please, Madison. I don't understand you, lady. I have blocked you every which way but loose, and you still come around. There, Madison is gone. Please go away. They don't understand this woman. Like, she grosses me out.
Yeah.
Sorry. I
it's
shouldn't
okay.
have said
I
that.
was gonna-
Blocking her. I can't believe it's still happening. Like, it's been months now. I've
Yeah.
got police reports. Like, that's nuts.
That's crazy. I have blocked this woman in every name. Like, I would be embarrassed. If somebody blocks me, I stay away. I
Yeah,
stay
I
away.
mean-
I don't make another account to go and stalk
Right.
and
I've
comment.
And I'm also not going to beg to be
Eight of her
unblocked.
account. 8
But
of them.
I'm gonna add to what Cooks and Lennon and everybody is saying. You have to remember that people that sponsor, all they look at as numbers. When you have a creator with a 9 million plus followers, they don't care, or they don't look at her background. They don't look at her content. They look at, oh my God, she can say my name and 9 million people are going to hear it. So Cooks is absolutely right. When you go to these sponsors, be like, I can't believe you have a schmurder representing
Exactly.
Yes.
And snap a picture
Yes.
and how many people have watched a video of hers, because it
Exactly.
doesn't match up.
Absolutely. Because she has bought over half of her followers. And you can't
Yeah.
convince me otherwise.
But
You
they were
gotta hit her
building-
in the wallet. That's the one thing that'll hurt her. You could say all kinds. She's into humiliation kink. So she's into being humiliated.
Yeah.
But hit her in the wallet, and that's what's gonna hurt that girl. Trust
She
me.
I don't think her YouTube will ever take off. She's tried it.
No, it won't.
Several
She's a
times.
spotlight hoe, though.
I agree.
She is never going to be able to. She is a spotlight hoe. She wants it all on her, all about her. She is never going to be able to interview anybody and let them take that spotlight away from her. She's never going to do it. It's
Right.
not going to last.
ChatGPT won't ask tell her to ask the right questions, you know?
Right.
She can't think for herself.
But
Hey, there's nothing up there in her head.
That's the thing, honey bunny. The people in Missouri are afraid. They're afraid for some reason to even discuss her, and I don't understand that.
I think it's because they're afraid they're going to feel and look stupid. They supported that for a minute, and then when they found out they were getting duped by both of them, they feel stupid. I would.
I don't think it's
I would
fear.
too, but I'm
think
not
it's
going to laugh at anybody
embarrassment.
for being duped.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
But
laugh at
Ann,
them.
One of the hardest thing for people to admit is that they've been duped. A lot of elderly people even end up being scammed because they're afraid to speak up about it, so they stay quiet. They're embarrassed. It's a real thing, though. I think a lot of these people are embarrassed that here
Well, look
they
at how
were
many times
propping
those
up-
older ladies have been on Dr. Phil because they're giving all
Yeah,
their money
but-
to their boyfriend.
Yeah, but
and
that's rare. You don't. A lot of elderly people get scammed and they don't speak out. And to think that they were propping up this girl thinking she was slow and dying. And then they find out that this bitch was
all a lie.
dancing on video and shit. Like,
and doing her thing with her toothbrush in the middle of the living room for 13
Can
minutes.
you imagine the people that were around her and felt bad for her and had to put up with her smell? And then they find out that this, thing was lying all along. I don't know. It's embarrassing.
Granny loves Paw just commented down there.
We
see you, Granny. We see you.
The previous comment said it's the only day we celebrate its usefulness.
I'm not celebrated every day. I'm not celebrating men. No.
Was she actually smelly in prison? Is that true?
She is still slow.
I don't know. I like to say that.
Hi, Wendy. Good morning.
I don't know. I did read somewhere where
Wendy.
some of the inmates had to tell the guard to tell her to shower when she first.
She
That's why she has that you stink issue all the time. People will always refer to her as stinky.
I bet they didn't tell the guard. Ask Prison Princess. She'll say, I used to work in prison systems, and Slayer tell you, some inmates take it upon themselves to take them bitches to the shower.
Right.
Really?
How did she not get wrapped up in prison? I don't understand.
I found out. Somebody said that the amount of times that she got in trouble, what do they call that, where they get written up and they get put, I guess, into solitary? Sanctioned? Is that what it was? Well, apparently,
report or write up.
Ashley Baby. Yeah, Ashley Baby said that she had an unusual amount of write-ups because she had so many.
I believe that.
Good.
I think
and Prison Princess just.
Hey guys, it's me, Ron, and with Father's Day around the corner, I was just curious if Pixie were to send me a Father's Day gift, imagine what it looked like using pseudo. Watch this. This is what I pictured, okay?
Hey daddy, guess what? It's Father's Day again. Hold on, let me get closer so you can hear me. Can you hear me now? Because I wanna tell you that you are the best. I made a daddy, you give me treats, take me on walks and even give me hugs. Happy Father's Day.
Wasn't she like the cutest thing ever? I wish she would do that for me for Father's Day, but she just did using Suno. Later, guys.
Can somebody tell Bree, the F Bree lie, and that gang of rejects that anti-gypsy doesn't fucking mean pro-Nick? Because I swear, every time somebody tries to get Bree to focus on what Gypsy did, and that she should still be in prison, she likes to spin this as if we're trying to get Nick out, and we want him free. What about Nick? What about Nick? What about Nick, you cracked out Muppet? Nick isn't the one out here getting book deals and TV shows, is he? Nick is right where the fuck he belongs. I personally think he belongs in like more of a...
It's so weird seeing Gypsy Rose go on like some like true crime podcast thing and speak about a situation that is ongoing, and then all the comments be like, this is her niche, this is the best person for her to speak on, this is blah, blah. Are y'all forgetting that the Gypsy files are still out there? Are y'all forgetting that there's a video circulating recently, a couple days ago, of her crashing out because she got broken up with, getting scissors, cutting a blanket up, super violently, super erratic. I definitely am concerned for her daughter's safety, always have been. But for me to accept Gypsy Rose as some true crime commentator, as the person we all as a society need to turn to ask these questions to, no. And two, I would need to then ignore all of the Gypsy files, all of the crazy shit she's done since she's been out of prison. I would have to ignore all of that just so I can hear her take on how they're gonna do her wrong in prison. Y'all, I truly need a wellness check done, because I have had, like, we as a society wait too late. I need a wellness check done, because that video of her recently cutting up that blanket is crazy. And then her ex-husband made a video responding that was also giving red flags, because you are, again, actively ignoring a mental crash out that she thought was appropriate to post, and it's clear you're not over her. So there's just some weird, creepy shit going on. And again, Gypsy Rose has said things that I cannot repeat. She said things about having a future daughter, which she now has, and I don't know. I just think Gypsy Rose is not the person our society needs to turn to for any true crime commentary. Why don't you go get somebody who's in the criminal investigation field to speak on it? Get a professional. I'm tired of us not listening to the professionals. I'm tired of us not listening to the qualified people. Elect the qualified person. I'm tired of this. Like, I was talking to this with my friend the other day, and he was like, Hassan should lead, Hassan should lead. Look, I don't have any hatred towards Hassan. I've agreed with the majority of what he stands for, because he's left leaning. At the end of the day, do I want a celebrity streamer to be leading? No, I want the American progressive who's worked over 30 years in the education field to get a chance to lead America if they have my beliefs. I don't want the streamer. I don't want the celebrity. I don't want the celebrity criminal talking about TMZ. No, get a forensic fucking psychologist.
I made my comment section, said, I hope Ken's sister knows about this video. She's not going to do nothing about this video. She knows about this video. I made her aware of this video. This is before she went on Audrey's platform. This is when she first came out, less than 2 weeks ago? Name dropping Nina because she wanted attention for that scissors video. This should have been the cause of concern. If they're not staying on the neck of Gypsy Rose Blanchard and why she's a threat to any child, whether or not she gave birth or she adopted one. You'll never convince me that her vessel, born afflicted, gave birth and brought a baby to full term. No. You believe what you want, I'll believe what the Holy Spirit shows me and the gift of discernment that I apply to that. But make no mistake about it, if they're too busy being worried about offending pedophiles to not address this video, it's because they are in agreement with pedophilia. Because this is the end-all be-all. Aside from her slaughtering her mother, the vile, vulgar, and lascivious desire for motherhood that Gypsy has was revealed in this FOIA footage. Rebuke it.
Gypsy allows me around her child. Yes, she does. And you know what? I will allow my grandchildren to be babysat by Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Abso-fucking-lutely. From a baby up to a teenager, I would have no... Gypsy allows me around her child. Yes, she does. And you know what? I will allow my grandchildren to be babysat by Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Abso-fucking-lutely. From a baby up to a teenager, I would have no... Gypsy allows me around her child. Yes, she does. And you know what? I will allow my grandchildren to be...
Gypsy really out here being the biggest hypocrite. Girl, you have 2 years of love letters. What, when you were in prison? You dated Ken. Ken dumped you because his mama said, hell nah, Ryan. And then back with Ken after you cheated on Ryan, got pregnant, and now you're with Ken. So you have kept those love letters. Even when you married Ryan, you still have them. Allegedly, the blanket video happened because you were so angry that Kenan still had a greeting card or love letters or whatever from an ex, yet you did the same exact thing. Takes one to know one, I guess. I also just want to add that, Gypsy, I know that you kept these love letters from your beloved Kenan because he's your soulmate, love of your life, wolf of your moon, whatever, whatever the fuck. Kenan feels that same way about his ex. That's why he kept those greeting cards. Sorry, girl, you ain't it.